TIL Rich people have their own apps. For shopping they use James Edition, which sells everything from jets and yachts to a chair made out of chrome AK-47s. For Instagram, there's Rich Kids which cost $1,000 mo. For dating, they have Luxy which can ban you if you're too poor or ugly. Someone uses to get them all onto one island and then we cut ties to them and Robinhood their assets across a bunch of non-profits, pay teachers or whatever valuable but underpaid trades exist in the countries in which they respectively come from. Too many people have too much money. They don't need it, they don't deserve it, they didn't earn it. Put it back into the ether for the rest of us decent folk to earn amounts that will let us, I don't know, buy a fucking house, pay off school loans, maybe take a cool vacation once every time around the sun or so. I would not be so surprised. I've heard that this group of super rich in my country has a kind of membership to private concierge service. The service will provide everything you need ASAP. Need special kind of flip-flops that not available in the country, they will find it and bring it to you ASAP. Once our good friend flew a couple boxes of German sausages to my home country from Australia because he missed that sausages. He gave me one box and I didn't live in the same city with him, so he used a special courier who delivers it within the same day. Yeah, I came across a random video discussing some awful bimbo influencer type that is somehow pretty popular. It was talking about some dating app they were on that I hadn't heard of before. I looked it up to see what it was, and I wasn't too surprised to see it was basically a dating site for celebs rich people. Maybe it's projection, but I'm assuming if I was a rich celeb I'd rather be with a normal person. Not thirsty gold diggers. The rich and famous are on Raya. You don't have to be rich to get on though. If you're a hot enough girl you can get invited as well. Tons of athletes on there. I know a girl who has slept with multiple NHL players she met on that app and she's definitely not rich, but she is gorgeous. This is not as outrageous as it seems. I mean, if you own hundreds of millions it's natural to want a partner in the same bracket to avoid being taken advantage of. As for real estate, if you are looking for an island, you won't want to scroll through dozens of $500 rent ads for it. My friend and HS parents both own separate millionaire dating sites in the early 2000s, they met and got married and then combined their sites into one. They were also the parents that let us use their mansion on the golf course to smoke weed and drink lol. Just tested Luxy. It seems fake. Also Rich Kids seems fake but I did not test. Both are Russian apps with what seems a lot of fake profiles and bots. Android only. Journalists should have did more research before they promoted these apps as a real deal. I advertise on James Edition. It's a low-performing website for my company. My UHNW clients approach us through traditional means and the other platforms everybody else uses. Do not believe all you hear. Listen, if the people who build their identities around being wealthy want to section themselves off somewhere I don't have to interact with them, I'm not really going to complain. It used to be called James List before Craigslist found out. I used to look at all the things I'll never afford a couple years back. Good times. That's nothing. The formerly richest man in the world has a version of Twitter where everyone worships him for $8 mo. Holy fuck. Screw these rich people and their wank ass apps. Does your mother know that you're selling yourself? Just looked into it quickly. That dating app's platinum subscription is $999 for 3 months lol. Clearly the I Am Rich app was just ahead of its time. What if you're super rich but still ugly? Like Elon Musk. Do you still get banned from Luxy? They need their own gilded bubble to hide inside of. I hope it pops hard someday soon. I feel like Luxy is just full of 40-year-old millionaires, 19-year-old prostitutes. Scammers should target these guys instead of trying to fool innocent working people. No worries. I always presume I'm banned from most places for being poor and ugly. Lol, I need to make a luxury knockoff of a popular app and charge a ton for it. If you are rich and ugly, does it add a couple of points to the beauty scale? Jeffrey Epstein was a dating app for the rich. Still waiting for the list. Good for them. How they choose to spend their money is no business of mine. If it keeps me from having to interact with them then all the better. They probably have their own heaven and hell in the afterlife too. I fucking love the idea of a throne made out of chrome AK-47s lol.